beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, shout out to my new subby. I don't know if it's Brandon or not. It didn't show me who was the new subby, but Brandon talked to me for the first time. If he is new, welcome, Brandon. Welcome to all my new subbies, and I appreciate you guys. Welcome to the beautiful people family. And if you have not already and you are on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Especially if you watch All the Queen's Men, because guess what? It starts tomorrow and I will be reviewing. So let's go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe so that you guys don't miss anything. Hit the notification bell. You guys, we're here to talk about Basketball Wives. I am extremely late. Didn't feel great yesterday when I got off work, so I just called it one super early. I feel way better today. So what I'm going to do though is wrap this shit up quick. Okay. Because from what I saw, and I didn't finish looking at it, so you will get a lot of my actual reaction, my initial reaction from these things. But from what I saw, it didn't look like a whole lot happened. So what I'm going to do is probably just get to the shits or whatever. So let's get started. Basketball Wives. All right, so the episode picks up exactly where it left off, where they were fighting. And as we know, what's her name? Random sister number 2, she threw the bottle and it hit Brandy. So everybody's, oh my God, Brandy's hit, she's fine. But Duffy and them still going crazy or whatever. It's ridiculous. They end up taking the girl outside. Well, both of the girls outside, putting them in the SUV to get them out of there. And random sister number 2 is going crazy. Like, she done lost her shit. She's like, I'm from Memphis. And I'm like, dang, so if I get in a fight, am I supposed to yell I'm from Chicago? Chi-town in this bitch. Don't make me act a fool. Okay. Yeah, so while they take them out, the other girls are upstairs, I guess, or out on the balcony or whatever, talking about what happened. And Brooke and British talking about how they were antagonizing them. And British like, yeah, they do be pushing people buttons. Again, with the whole mean girl thing. I'm sorry, they bullied the shit out of these girls. And Brooke, are you kidding me? Talking about they were antagonizing her. They weren't even talking to you, Brooke. So what are you talking about? Talking about she take accountability for what she did. She should have never done it and acted like a child, while people are antagonizing her. Nobody was talking to Brooke. Am I crazy or am I crazy? Like, it wasn't her fight. I just don't understand. Yeah, so then we have Duffy crying. What are you crying about? Talking about she's just really been trying and she was trying to make sure everybody had a good time. And I'm like, not them girls. You were not trying to make sure they had a good time. Everybody but them. And you did all of this, Duffy. She really did, y'all. If y'all think about it, when they were doing wasn't the camp out, but after they did the whole thing with the camel, was it camels? Giraffe? Whatever they did. It wasn't a giraffe for sure. All right, it was camels. But, they were sitting there, and then if y'all recall, she was apologizing to Angel, and Duffy is the one that got crunk first. Like, Duffy just went all in. So it's all your fault, Duffy. Then we have Brandy going out to get checked out or whatever, and they told her it's about the size of a grape, and, asked if she wanted to go to the hospital. She said no, because she's not taking off her wig. And I'm like, okay. She said she's fine. But then she was in the confessional saying, listen, she's had a whole lot of things thrown at her, but never a bottle. And the producer was like, what have you had thrown at you? She was like, shit, hands. I don't know why I got a kick out of it. And Duffy's saying how she don't want to try again with the random sisters because, they kicked all this off. It was a very dangerous situation. They threw a bottle and hit her friend. And I'm like, they were throwing it at you, ma'am. They wanted to hit you. So what? They hit your friend. They was trying to go for you. So I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to talk to them because they tried to hit my friend with a bottle or they hit her with... No, they were going for you. They was trying to take your head off. Oh my God. Then we have Angel Brinks reminding everyone that, listen, I think they're forgetting that I am in a high-risk pregnancy and I don't need this stress. No, they're not forgetting. You shouldn't be there. If it's so high risk, why are you traveling? Why are you there? Why are you trying to kick it while you're in a high-risk pregnancy? Like, why are you doing that? I don't need this. And then you should not have been there. God. So then we have Malaysia basically asking permission to go and see about the sisters. She's like, listen, I just want to be very transparent. But when I had my first fight here, no one checked on me. And so I want to go and check on them. And they're like, where are they? I don't know, but I want to go find them. And I'm like, are you asking them permission for you to go check on these girls? Now tell me that that is not a mob type of mentality. I'm sorry, it just is. Why do you need their permission to go and check on these girls? So her and Jackie go. Jackie talking about she can feel the sisterhood falling apart. What sisterhood? These girls don't like each other. I mean, barely any of them like each other, really. And they all don't even, like everybody don't like you, Jackie. So what are you talking about the sisterhood? But Jackie and Malaysia go to try to find the sisters. Okay, so Malaysia and Jackie actually go sit down outside and they FaceTime the girls. And she's like, oh, Nia probably won't answer. But she answered and she was very cordial. And her and Malaysia, like, hey, boo, to them. And I would have been like, no, fuck that. What are y'all talking about? Hey, boo. Because they did one on ones with them, I think earlier in the season or whatever. Like I know Malaysia went shopping with them. I think Jackie said she's the one that brought them to the group. Neither one of them tried to stop Duffy and Brooke and just all the whole gang mentality where they were ganging up on these girls. Neither one of them tried to stop it, but now it's hey boo. Are you kidding me? So, Nia just said that she don't have a problem with anyone. Brooke is the one with the problem with her. She don't know if it's pent up aggression or what, but it's not her beef, and it really isn't Brooke's beef. Like, I understand what the girl did was shitty, but why are you so mad? Like, honestly, I think Brooke is more so mad because the girl didn't back down to her when she said something to her. So I think that's Brooke's problem. But I just don't like the way Jackie and Malaysia did them and how they talking to them like it's all good or whatever. So the second sister said she's embarrassed. She was taken out of character. Well, she was pulled out of character. It's not in her character to do all that or whatever. But I'm like, girl, if they're tossing shit at you and your sister, what else you gonna do? So yeah, I mean, throwing a bottle, that was drastic. But when you mad and in the heat of the moment, it's gonna go down. But yeah, I just feel like, oh, these girls were done wrong. They just were. And now I'm not feeling Malaysia and Jackie with this whole conversation. Phony asses. All right, you guys. Again, I'm not going to go through each scene like I normally do because I don't want to watch this shit again. I watched some of it, and what I watched was boring. I actually fell asleep on the part where I guess they got into it, like Malaysia and Britain got into it or whatever. So I just feel like fast forwarding to that part because that's all I care about at this point. Let me see what I remember. I remember they did some kind of basketball game. Okay, great. I also remember Duffy talking to her guy, or maybe that was the previews I saw, where she was telling her guy she don't want to quit, and he's like not happy about it, but what can you do? It's her life. So let's fast forward to where they get it in, or something else happens. Okay, so I stopped it for a second at a sit down with Britain, Jackie, and Brooke, and all I see is Brooke going off talking about it's going to be a no for her for the sisters coming back because there was a pregnant woman there. They lost their fucking minds and all that. And then Britain had something to say. Ain't her name Brit? Y'all, if one thing I'm gonna do, y'all already know, I'm gonna forget. I forget like every little thing. Yeah, her name is Britain. But she's going off too or whatever. And I'm like, what are you talking about? These girls are ridiculous. But yeah, apparently they don't want them to come back into the fold. And the girls shouldn't even want to. I wouldn't even want to be around these girls. Okay, Malaysia and her kids, and is it her sister? They found a place. Very nice house. Okay, so Brooke is sitting down with her father, and y'all, she looks so pretty. Brooke is such a pretty girl to act so ugly all the time. I mean, well, I won't say all the time, but she has displayed some terrible behavior. So she's telling her dad about, her behavior and how she went too far, and she feels bad. And now that's making her want to make up with her mom because she's about to start IVF. She doesn't want to bring another baby in without, getting the family together. And I'm like, girl, how do you go without talking to your mom? Just can't happen. Like, it just cannot happen. I don't understand. I won't say I don't understand people like that because everybody's family dynamic is different. So I don't know what, people's parents have done to them. But God, my family's just so close. I just couldn't imagine. Like, I can't even imagine. It'd be driving me crazy if I go without speaking to my siblings, or if we upset for a couple days or a week. Oh my God, a week? But yeah, so she says she's gonna call her mom, and he's like, call her now. She's like, nah, nah, nah. She ain't ready right now. All right, Malaysia and Brandy are sitting down. It looked like they both got on pajamas. Yeah, I feel like they friends. I feel like this is bullshit. I'm sorry, I do. Like, they both smiling or like smirking, trying to act like they still a little mad or in an awkward place. I just don't believe them. I don't believe them. All right, so Brandy and Malaysia sit down, like I said, and they decided to squash their beef. We're never gonna get this mad at each other again. Beautiful. Then they were invited to the basketball game. I'm not stopping at the basketball game. I'm not even stopping at these two conversations that I just saw that are going to happen, where Malaysia is being asked by Jackie how the conversation went, and she's like, it went pretty good. And Brooke was asking, what's her name? Oh my God, Brandy, if she felt good about it or whatever, and she's just like, no, she don't believe it or whatever. Like, I don't believe y'all, so I'm not stopping there. I'm not talking there. I'm not talking there. I'm not stopping there because they just full of shit. So I'm not feeding into it right now. Let's just get to whatever this extra thing is that's supposed to happen. Yeah, so Brooke went home. Her grandmother was there, her brother, her mom. She has a beautiful family, just a beautiful family. Everybody is attractive. I was like, hey, brother, but I know he's young, so it's okay. But he is good looking. But apparently she wasn't talking to her mom for a year. And it's like she was uncomfortable, really apologizing. She says she don't express her feelings well. We can see that. It's clear. But she apologized. They made up. Her grandma was saying how, listen, you guys can disagree. That's fine. But nothing should separate you. And I agree. Apparently, Brooke was disrespectful. She apologized for being disrespectful to her mom. And I'm like, no, not the disrespecting of the mama. She too old for that. So hopefully they can mend it and get in a good place and keep it that way. But yeah, she has a beautiful family. All right, so episode 10. Nothing really happened in episode 9. So let's go to episode 10 and let's get to where they have the disagreement. All right, so apparently they're at some party. I don't know because I've been fast forwarding, guys, and I'm so trifling because why am I just looking for the shits? That's so rude. But they're all showing up at this party. And so far, I don't know what Duffy has on, but they look all right. They look nice. Oh, we're at a Jen event. She is releasing a hairline, I think, and she has someone carrying her ponytail. You better go ahead, girl. But I don't know what the rest of these girls wearing, y'all. Brooke's boobs are just like ridiculous, and I don't know what British got on. Like, what the hell she got on? But yeah, this is a Jennifer event. Okay, so Bryn's guy, Jelani, is there, and he had a really good answer when she said, do you need anything? He said, just you. I'm like, good answer, Jelani. She seems to like him. He's all smiley or whatever. Maybe they are in a better place because he just had like the freaking personality of a doorknob. But maybe he's better because they know each other now. Elgin is there, and that is Jack A's ex-husband. Y'all wonder if they ever did it together. Do y'all think they ever did it? Him and Jack A? But anyway, yeah, so it's a cute little event. She said that Angel Brinks styled her, and they're like, oh my gosh, she did that. And she made sure to correct them and say, listen, we got together and did it together. And I'm like, yeah, because she can't do that. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like awful like the way Angel Brinks be dressing. So yeah, she had to let them know that she had a little input. All right, so at this launching, she is showing them her 80-inch ponytail. And the guy that was holding her ponytail comes out with two more. She's like, listen, you can't find this anywhere in the U.S. They've been growing it for 15 years. It's never been dyed. It's everything, and it's not for sale. And they were like, what? And me too. I'm like, Jen, what the hell? How you gonna launch a business and then like big it up like that? People are really impressed by it. Like, they love the ponytails, and then tell them it's not for sale. So what's for sale, ma'am? What's going on? So anyway, apparently there's a girl there who Angel knows but doesn't know. And then from the previews, because I haven't gotten there yet, apparently she has dated Angel Brinks's baby daddy. And y'all just want to know why Angel Brinks wore white, the same exact color that you knew Jen was wearing because you helped design, well, you designed the dress or whatever for her. So why are you wearing the same color as her? I think that's shitty. So at the party, Malaysia is sitting with this girl named Ashley, and apparently Ashley, like I said, has dated Angel Brinks's father and or baby father. And Duffy asked her, "Well, do you know her or whatever?" Because Duffy is being messy, Duffy, and she's like, "Oh, I just know her from social media, but she dated my baby father." And Duffy is like, "Oh, I know her from social media too." And so I'm figuring maybe she knew she dated her baby father. I don't know, but she's like, no new friends and all that. Duffy is being so freaking messy. Like, this is not how she was before. It's ridiculous. I don't like it. I mean, I understand, but here's the thing. Malaysia seemed like she didn't know that the girl had dated Angel Brinks's baby's father. I don't know how true that is. Like, why is she here? So I feel like somebody on the show knew and had her. I don't know. Like, it just seems kind of odd that she's here if you didn't know that there's a connection. So I don't know. Okay, so Malaysia and them make it over to the table where they are. They all sit down. They're asking her, "Well, how do you know Angel?" And she sounds like a goof troop talking about, "I know her, but I don't know her. I know her, but I never met her, but I know her." And they're like, "Bitch, what are you saying?" And I was agreeing. I'm like, "Girl, just say it." And so she actually did. She was like, "Just to make it plain, I used to date her baby daddy, and that's that. But everybody has moved on, this and that." So then British starts going in about Malaysia. Malaysia said, "I did not know until just now." Well, Brandy's like, "How long have you been knowing her?" "Oh, for a little while." She never said how long. And I'm like, "Girl, you don't know that girl. They just told you to bring her. What are you talking about?" But, oh, excuse me. So, British, like I said, she just starts going crazy. "You didn't know that Zale had a problem with somebody in the group. You bring him around. You are constantly bringing people around." She's like, "Bitch, what's up with that?" And I'm like, "Malaysia, don't let this little broad call you a bitch. You are an OG. Don't do it." But Malaysia's on a different level, I guess. So she's smiling. She gets up and she leaves because they're trying to tell this girl. The girl is like, "Listen, Angel, you pregnant. You should have moved on by now." And she's like, "I have moved on. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, this is about," and Brooke and Britain Britain is like, "Listen, this is about Malaysia, and she's moving funny and she's doing things in the group." And they keep telling the girl it's really not about you. And the girl is like, "You're pregnant. You should move on." Angel's like, "Why are you talking crazy to me?" And I'm like, "Bitch, because you shouldn't be here. Go home with your pregnant ass. Go home. Like, why are you here? Honestly, you are putting yourselves, number one, yourself in harm's way. Anything could jump off with this girl, an ex or whatever that you have an issue with. Like, why are you at a club with just drinks and the whole thing?" I get it that this is her job, this is what she's supposed to do, but I feel like she should have took a year off or just never came back because we would not have missed her. Nobody wanted Angel Brinks back. But anyway, so Malaysia's leaving. She just got up and she's walking away. And Brandy's like, "Why are you leaving? Why are you walking away?" "Oh, I got to," with this big smile on her face. And I understand Malaysia smiles when she's uncomfortable, but it just looks a little crazy. So she ends up coming back while Brooke is telling the girl that it has nothing to do with her. And the girl is like, "Well, it doesn't feel that way." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a whole big blow up about her. So it is about her. Who brought her here? I mean, we know Malaysia brought her, but somebody, a producer, somebody in this show knew who she was and brought her to the group." All right, so Malaysia ends up coming back, and Britain is going crazy again, talking about how she's a weird ass bitch because she's grimy. And, Malaysia is basically saying, "Listen, I did not know until now." I feel like, I'm going to tell y'all, I feel like the producer set her ass up and she had no idea for real. She was like, "I'm not arguing back with y'all because I don't have a leg to stand on." Because they're all like, "What if it was you? What if this was somebody who dated Janario and this and that?" And she's like, "Listen, I would definitely have an issue with that. And I'm not arguing back because I did not know." And I feel like it's shitty because I really do. Y'all, I've been watching reality show shows for a long time, and we know how it works, where they just bring people in and say, hey, this is your friend. Same thing with Sonya and Drew or whatever. But I feel like they told Malaysia, hey, this is your friend, you bring her in. Did not tell her the connection, and now she's looking stupid as hell, and she can't say that, like she can't break the fourth wall and be like, yeah, so, the producers told me to bring her on. I had no idea. She just said she had no idea. So then we get Brandy talking about how she just still don't trust her, and that's why she don't trust her. And Britain is going in talking about her. So Malaysia ends up walking away, and she's like, yeah, she's just gonna walk away because she's a weird ass bitch, this and that or whatever. So what's her name? Malaysia comes back and she gets in Britain's face and she's like, listen, you don't know me. You don't know me. And she's like, do I have to stand up to talk to you? So she gets up and Malaysia just sits down and she's like, come on, we can sit down. So they both sit down for like 2 seconds. Malaysia gets right back up and walks away. And Britain is going off, sounding stupid, and telling Brandy that she's crazy for making up with her. I wouldn't want to be friends with this bitch or whatever. Because she's like, yeah, I can't. That's why I can't really fool with you because I can't trust you. And she's telling Britain, I don't care. We don't have to be friends. And I forgot they did they showed it back where they had gotten into it on Britain's first season. And yeah, Brandy was kind of like, I'm not Brandy. Malaysia was kind of fooling with her because she was a new girl and she was a little ratchet when she first came. She acting ratchet now, but she was definitely going crazy when she first came. I think she was trying to give great TV, and then she calmed her ass down. Once they calmed her down, she calmed her ass all the way down, and she was not problematic anymore. Like she barely said anything for the rest of the season. I'm sorry, season. But yeah, that was the end of the episode. So I will see you guys for the next episode, and I am going to watch the previews to see what's going to happen, but I'm over it. I'm so over these girls ganging up on one person at a time. It's ridiculous. And Britain, who are you? I just really hope Malaysia stand up and listen. You can't let these girls, you are the OG. You can't let these girls get at you like that. You can't, especially not Britain. Especially not her. All right, if you are still here, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you have not already, please like the video, comment if you would like to talk about some things, what y'all think about Malaysia, what y'all think about Britain, and what's her name? Brandy. And the fact that Brandy made up with this girl, but not really. I'm like, either make up with her for real or shut the fuck up. So anyway, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.